Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to a brand new break par video. And I am at the stunning, the sensational, the sublime, the sexual Cleveland Links, the oldest golf course and links in the county of Yorkshire, God's own county where I'm from. Here we are, look, it's just amazing. There's British steel in the background, one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. But anywho, bit of a disclaimer here. We were playing a 2v2 in our 4-ball, so there are some iffy concessions. But anywho, first hole off the mat, 8 iron, wind howling today, so I've done my best with the sound. But that was a duff. Fortunately I was on the mat, so it got fairly close to the front of the green, and somehow in November it's still rock hard. So already got ourselves a nervy up and down attempt as I've left this short. So what are the club's defences here on this course? Rough, lots of wind, and that was conceded for a par, and pot bunkers that are absolutely penal as hell. Anywho, hole 2, par 5, somehow got up and down for par there, which was good, but that's off into the steel industry. It's not, because it's a long way away, into the wind and left to right, and I've missed it miles right. Fortunately, miles right is definitely better than left, especially in the first few holes because there's OB left. So we are hacking out of the wilderness. This will be an 8 iron, just trying to lay up to a comfortable yardage as I can't even see the ball. That'll do, pleased with that. Managed to slob it up the fairway somewhat, and now we have a long pitch into this green. I have played this course once before, and let me tell you, it's probably my favourite of all time. It's just incredible, and the links turf is just something else. It really is. So here we go then. Sand wedge from 60 yards. Can we get on the board early with a birdie? Tell you what though, I played that rather sensationally. And here's one of my playing partners, Josh, putting for eagle. Drained, hole over. So actually this putt means absolutely nothing, and we're 2 down in that match. But that's not what I'm showing you here today, because that would be too hard. It's for birdie then, no pressure really, which is handy. And we've sunk one, and we're under par. What a start, especially after a semi-duff. Here's Josh again then. He is the pro at Cleveland, and he turned pro off +7, so he is exceptionally good. That was very clean indeed. Good on you, Josh. Probably should have worn a hat though. Hair's looking a bit wild. Right then, start of the long par 4s. They're all difficult, if I'm honest, especially with the wind howling off the left here. Can we put a better swing on it than the last hole? Yes, we can. That's nailed, and hopefully the theme of the day. It might just miss right, but that is very safe there. So yes, we're in the first cut of rough, but that means nothing. Unfortunately, it is a blind shot, so we are aiming at the left pylon on the screen, but the pin is probably closer to the right-hand pylon. We're expecting the wind to do bits with this. And it's done a little bit, and I think we're safely on the green. There was a bunker short right, which you absolutely do not want to get in because you probably won't get out. So yet again, got a putt for birdie up the slope and left to right, but again it means nothing in the match we were playing, so I've knocked it 4 or 5 feet by, and fortunately it's been conceded, so I'm taking par and I'm running off. So second par 5 then, and this is really where the scoring needs to be done. There are 3 par 5s on the front 9, and all, I say straightforward, more straightforward than the rest of the course, I would say. And especially when you hit drives like that, which is straight down the middle, and we're off and running. And even after absolutely spanking that D stick down the centre, we still have 260 into the green. And I'm hitting a 4 iron just to try and keep it under this wind and roll it somewhere close. And I've done half a job. It's gone very low, but it's also gone left, and I've found myself in the thick rough, which is a fairly appalling shot in all honesty. So now we have a very devilish shot with the pin on the left, the wind howling from left to right, and I was scared to aim left, pulled it anyway, and it's turned out exceptionally. And here we go then, we have 20 feet up the slope for the bird. As we look at yet another factory building. It's an unbelievable course in a very strange location, but I love it. As I've drained one, and I'm 2 under. And we are well and truly flying here. Okay, so, 5th hole. Another long par 4, but we're now playing back where the wind is more helping and right to left, which is always nicer for the right-hander. And we've managed to hit a decent one. It was very high on the face, but with it being downwind, it's gone a fair distance. Fortunately, not far enough to go in this bunker where we would have been deceased. So, with the wind moving hard from right to left, we are aiming this at the right bunker and expecting it to turn over. However, I have simply completely flummoxed myself and hit it straight into said bunker, and now we are in real trouble. I'm up against the face, and quite honestly, I was almost contemplating going out sideways, but my playing partner was in a decent position, so there's no point in doing that. And that's not good. And I've got sand all over me in every orifice. And we're still in the bunker, which doesn't help either. And we're still reasonably well up against the lip, so this is no easier. Unfortunately, we've duffed it out, but we're nowhere near and staring double bogey in the face. So we're going to have to drop one from distance here, as this one's for bogey, which is somewhat upsetting after the start we've had. But things happen like this on the links course. You cannot afford to go in bunkers. And that is a double, so we'll just slide back to level, thank you very much. And on to the second par 3 of the day, where we're aiming at the left edge of the green as the wind howls left to right. And hoping for it to come back, but we've somehow just hit a straight bullet. Fortunately, it seemed to have carried over the bunker, but now we have a long putt up and over a ridge and downwind, which makes judging pace extremely difficult. As you are about to see here, as I have absolutely smashed it through any break, and it has in fact gone off the planet. That's annoying. So we are now really struggling to make par after a double bogey, and we're on the cusp of losing it. So here we go then. Up the hill, right to left, misread, bogey, and we're over par now. What a roller coaster of emotions we're on. Got to 2 under and then dropped 3 shots in the space of 2 holes. So anyway, back downwind on this shorter par 4, we might have a chance of getting this one. And we have. Unfortunately, the wind is probably more across than it is down, but we won't ever take that one back, thank you. And having watched our playing partner chip from a similar position and leave it short, I feel like I can be a little bit more aggressive with this. Off these tight nippy links lies, I can shunt this sand wedge in nice and low with a bit of check, get it moving, and look at that coming in. That's looking bang tidy. We're all the way on the coast near Middlesbrough here, so everybody here is a Geordie. Why aye man, Alice. I'm sorry, my accent's abysmal. Anyway, this for birdie then. Only from 3 feet. And we're absolutely all over the place. What is going on? So that's another birdie. That's 3 birdies, a double and a bogey in the space of 7 holes. And yet another par 5. And this one's playing fairly short today, although the wind is slightly into. But we've piped another bullet up the left centre. These last few videos, my driving has been very good. Please give us a like and consider subscribing because it's free and it would really help out the channel, so thank you. As we move on to the second shot, where we're aiming this left again and hoping the wind will bring it back, and we only have 8 iron into this par 5 from about 170. And we've hit a decent one. It is moving a little bit on the wind. Yep, just wanting that to sit, but it did. And it rolled to pin high. I wasn't really sure where the pin was, and it was at the back, fortunately. So this is for eagle from about 30 feet up the hill. quite honestly take 2 putts, but you never know. I'm a bit perplexed, misread it slightly, but it was conceded for birdie, and we're under par again, and it's extremely confusing. My mind is blown. So last hole of the front 9, and last of this video, is a longish par 3, but straight downwind this time, and that's actually a wedge from about 160, which I've pulled a little bit left, but it's pin high, and we have a putt for birdie. This would sort of put the cherry on the proverbial cake if we were to make this, because let's face it, we could have been anywhere at this stage, but we're somehow under par. Looking at 2 under, never mind, that is an awful read. Thankfully it was conceded, which is optimistic at best, so take from that what you will, but that will be the end of the first part. Please remember that there'll be part 2 coming, and we'll see how that goes in about a week's time, so see you then.